Oh no, help him. Can you breathe up there? Oh, he has asthma. He shouldn't be that high up. We need to save him, everyone. For the low cost of $29, you can save a Darth Vader. Are you okay? Yeah, we're gonna need $70. Welcome everyone to the review of the Lego Star Wars. I don't know. I like to call this guy the Bionicle Darth Vader. But whatever it is, Force Connect characters, whatever they are. This is the Darth Vader that came out almost a year ago, which I still think he holds up to today's standards. Again, just like the Makuta, these Lego figures are really big. So we'll just scale him with a 6-inch figure, which usually 6-inch figures I don't like to always review certain types, and same with Transformers, because they don't fit into my space. I like to review smaller 3.75-inch characters. You can see why. This guy's legs is all that's in the is in the screen. So lots of this will be aerial. I should have just taken boxes and stacked them. Bad thing is Marvel Legends boxes have a curve to them, so when I was stacking them, they would tumble like this, and they would go all sideways, and it made my camera look like this. So you were looking like the figure like this, which would be kind of cool. We'll get Deadpool out of there. Oh, my broken bones. But anyway, he's nice. Can't say too much. Look what you did to me when you drew me. I can't say much about this figure that hasn't already been said through the countless reviews from when he came out back in January. I like him. He gets nice poses. I've sort of been on the fence with these big pieces because I kind of hate them. So I've been trying to think, do I like them? I mean, Lego, you could have obviously made them be a little tighter to the skin. Well, to the bone part, I guess, but you didn't. I do like the cloth cape. I do wish that they put wires in the cloth so that you could bend them and stuff like that, and that would be cool, and like all that stuff. Or I'm just glad that it's not like plastic or anything. Anyway, so we're going to do a quick rundown of articulation and just the legs, because all I'm reviewing of this guy is the legs. You didn't think I was actually reviewing the entire figure. I mean, that'd be pretty whack. So I don't usually do articulation with these guys. Because I don't usually review articulation because it's either really standard or it's really dang elaborate. He's sort of in the middle there. What was that? Anyway, he has ball joint at the hips, ball joint at the knees, ball joint at the feet, but they're friction joints on there, so they're pretty tight. Which I don't like. The bad thing is there's no waist articulation. Nada. Zero. Little bit. Anyway, you have a ball joint there. Bend 90 degrees, and then traditional net. And then the face is on a ball joint. The helmet's on a ball joint, so yeah. Anyway, this is pretty substandard, I would say. I was expecting a little more. I can do it like that. Okay. I found a way that I can review this figure. I just have to hope that it's not going to fail terribly. Yeah, it's probably going to fail terribly, and I'm going to break my camera. And I probably just showed my face. If you saw my face, don't screenshot or anything. Don't be like, oh my god, this is his face. And don't be like Keemstar, leaking it before I don't want you to. Sorry, I'm showing off my entire review space. I do keep money here. I have some Canadian coins and Canadian money like that. Only because when I travel to Canada, I want to have money there, and I don't want to have to change all my money, because doing that sucks. Anyway, this one was big. I'll just take off the head and show you for its function of Anakin Skywalker's head, which very nice. I like it. It's definitely what I would say Lego. And then you can just plug this back on. My biggest gripe with the figure is he doesn't look good with it. with the mask taken off. It just looks so skinny on his body. It looks just disproportional. Not good. You can, of course, sometimes fake it if you're doing, like, a stop motion, like, when he was dying and he was, like, on the ground and he was, like... Again, fabric makes it really annoying sometimes because it's not as sturdy as I would like. And it, of course, makes it annoying when he has no waist articulation. But, I mean, waist is something that we never really got, but then Jang Bricks showed us how. And it's not that many more parts. I mean, this guy has a lot in him that I think just scrapping all this... I mean, really, I don't like this function. It just... It isn't good sometimes. But, I mean, it works for what it is, which is cutting. But, I think it worked way better with the Bionicle, because there was a game to it, and you would, like, not just have to imagine the opponent dying, that their mask would fall off. And, like, that was the cool part. That was the part that I loved, because it showed you knocking off someone's mask, and when you did, they were, like, powerless, and then you could just, like, be like, hey, I killed you, bro. I still do play that game sometimes, where I, try to whack the head off my Bionicles with, their friends, with their fellow Captain America Civil War. Yeah. Anyway, he has nice paint, and he has this chainmail thing going through him, which I just thought was going to be lines, but there's actually, like, tiny, tiny little dots in it to make it look like chainmail, or whatever it is. But yeah, you can see it. It's even on the legs. And everything has a very nice sort of matte black finish, but it's a little reflective. Like, I bet you can see me here. You can probably see my face. If you can, no. That's not what I look like. This is done by a man named Julio. If I do show my face, guys, just don't care about it. I mean, just don't. It's not a big deal. It's just a face. But you can look like he's killing you. Anyway, this figure is pretty nice, but I wanted to review him because I like him. But then when I started reviewing him, I realized all the problems that he has, which is the cloth. It makes it very hard. Breaks up the look of some of the figures. The inner hips. How the feet are probably way too small for this guy, and they are, so I have to lean him against my wall. That action feature. Annoying. The head being too small. It's just, there's a lot of cons with this guy that I think they could fix just by doing a simple little tweaking. But he does look like a Darth Vader, and a very menacing one at that. So anyway, I do hope that you enjoy this review, even though I was very angry with this figure. I am sometimes. It's just because I get in that mood of, I've had this figure for such a long time, and he wasn't what I wanted. But for all that he is, it's pretty good. Now we're going to do a whole upside down trick. Woo! Now we're going to do a no, I'm just joking, because I'd show my face and where I work. And you could probably find where I work by just scrolling through a bunch of photos of my house. Anyway, he does look very fearsome and very like a nice warrior, Darth Vader. I like him. Of course, if you love Lego, he's easy to buy. If you are like me, you like Star Wars, that's easy buy. If you like 6-inch figures, not an easy buy. Because he's a lot taller. Like, even with him crouched down, you couldn't put this in a display next to 6-inch figures, because it would look terrible. Plus, he's way too big for me to be reviewing. I'm probably going to stop doing Bionicle reviews. Well, I may do a couple more, like 2 or 3, but I'll have to find a new place to review. I am thinking about doing getting a better review studio that's taller, where my camera can be higher up, and where I won't have this annoyance. I do feel like this guy could sort of fit in with Hot Toys. I saw one of my friends do it. He has like 2 Hot Toys Stormtroopers. He put him just like right in the back from them. and like with his lightsaber glowing, like with his lightsaber like this, and it looks fantastic, and it still looks like amazing because you can sort of wedge him in there. I do like this figure. I did buy him. I didn't return him. I kept him. I think he was a good buy. But of course, you do find those cons out a little later once you realize this isn't the exact figure that I was expecting. Which, he isn't. He's not the exact figure that you were probably expecting. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get 50 subscribers. If we do, I will release Transformers, my Transformers stop motion series, Season 2. I will release that a heck of a lot earlier. I'm going to post it in January, so if we don't even hit 50 subscribers, that's fine. It will still come out in January. There will be Avengers Infinity War if we hit 40. If we don't hit 40, I'll still post it. I'm going to post that December. I'm going to post that in December. And a couple trailers will be dropping for my new Iron Man stop motion series. Which, anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can, of course, buy this figure. He's Lego. I still found him in one of my Lego stores. I recommend buying him. Anyway, see ya. Peace. Something outro.